how to make these amazing mandala stepping stones and this gorgeous pathway. All the juicy details coming right up. Hi, I'm Marcie and welcome to my channel. In this short video, I share with you how to take ordinary concrete garden pavers and turn them into these awesome looking, amazing garden stepping stones. Additionally, I'm going to share with you how I made this really cool walkway through my Florida food forest. We've got a lot to cover, so let's dive right in. This is my new garden fencing. I'm really excited about it. It's from Dakota Tin, and I bought 10-foot lengths, and well, they come in different heights. But I'm putting a walkway in right here. You can never have too many walkways in your garden. And I have help today, I'm so excited. So here we are laying in some rock with some pavers. I first took all the grass here and I laid down cardboard to eradicate the grass. There's a bunch of grass and weeds, actually, not just grass. And it's really a great no-till way of making a pathway. Less labor, and it's super efficient, I think. I find the Dakota Tin panels are far more aesthetically pleasing than using the black plastic liners with the pins that go in the sides. Okay, so it's not exactly pretty when you're setting up like this, but the carton is going to serve a couple of different things. It is going to keep the weeds at bay. It's going to kill off all the dead grass and such. It's going to add to the microbiome of the soil, and the rock is going to go on top of it, so it's going to add to the drainage factor. I'm so excited. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. And oh, by the way, it was free, except for the Dakota Tin on the sides here. This is a very inexpensive project. I had the pavers that are over there, which will be either painted or they will be mosaic. I have the rock over there in my driveway that's just waiting to be put into the pathway. Simple but effective. And I'm going to continue laying paper down. The walkway is pretty much set. The pavers are in. They've been wiped down and we're ready to paint. The materials I'm using to paint our stepping stones are as follows. I have a white exterior base paint by Behr, and this is my foundation. You can choose any color you want. You can make it as colorful as you want or as plain as you want and simple. And I have a package of mandala templates, and I bought these off of Amazon. I'll include the link below for your convenience. I have 2 chip brushes, one for the black, one for the white paint. And I have some basic black acrylic that I'm using, a container for water, and also just this is a plastic top, and that's just to push the black paint on to make sure not too much gets on my stencil brush here. Actually, it's not even a stencil brush, it's a chip brush, it's a throwaway brush. Okay, we have a lot of stepping stones to do. Let's get going. I'm choosing to do these in place, but if you wanted to take them out and do them in your studio or an undercover area, that's totally up to you. For me, it's a lot easier to paint them in place. So just as a sidebar, if you want to use a roller to paint your pavers or your stepping stones, you can do that as well. Mine have a lot of cracks in here, so I am finding that a chip brush would probably be the easiest way, but it's up to you. Make sure, of course, that your area is completely clean and go right for it. So far, this is what our stepping stones are looking like. Beautiful, crisp, gorgeous. Old ones and new ones. And we're not even done yet. And as a sidebar, I do want to say something about this paint. This is a stain blocking, it's a paint and primer. The viscosity of it, this goes on so well, and I'm truly delighted about the appearance of it. Okay, let's continue. All right, so this is my last square, my last stepping stones that I need to paint white. And then we'll go on to painting the mandala using the stencil. All right, so my setup is this. My dry stepping stone. I have my black paint right here. I squeeze a little bit out of the jar into the plastic lid. Got some water here, my chip brush, and this is my package of stencils. And I'm just gonna open this up quickly. And there's a lot to choose from. I think this package actually has 24 different designs or something like that. And I like all of them, honestly. They're so beautiful. Like, look at this. I don't know if you can see that. It's so pretty, right? Lots of different ones. They're kind of Moroccan looking. It's just so pretty. Very universal. You can use them in so many different applications. So I know that I'll have so many more uses for these. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna put down here. I'm not even gonna tape these or anything like that. I'm gonna eyeball the center of the square. Now, if you don't want it center, and if you wanna put, let's say, 4 of them on the panel right here, you could do that. I mean, that's completely up to you. I am just doing it center, and I'm going to, as I said, eyeball it. All right, and I'm gonna load up my brush just a little bit. I'm not gonna wet the brush. All I'm doing is taking a little bit like this. And that's it, that's it. I'm kind of wiping a lot of it off. And while holding your template in place, you're going to brush out. I'm gonna start at the center. And you kind of dab it. A little dab will do you. Okay. Once again, load up a little bit. You don't want to put too much on your brush, because what you're going to find is that it may seep underneath the template. You just definitely do not want that. So dab, dab, dab. Is that pretty? Oh my gosh, that is so exciting. Now I put the gravel a little bit closer here and hugging the edges. You guys get the vision, right? Wow, I'm loving it. So, so pretty. Okay, I have a bunch more to do, so let's keep rocking and rolling. So I went in and checked out in my studio. I have a couple of different brush options, and I'll show these to you. The chip brush works, but I wanted something maybe a little different. I have this brush right here. I don't know if you can see that. And I think I picked that up at Michael's. I think they come in like a bulk packaging. And then I have these little sponge brushes that you can get in a Dollar Tree, and those come in packages, I think, of like 4. They're different sizes or something like that. Very inexpensive. I'm gonna try this up, and I'm randomly going to the different stones, the different stepping stones, and I'm taking the same exact stencil that I started with the first one, and I'm applying it right here. What I decided to do was take that one main stencil that I started with, and I went through the 30 stepping stones that I have in the walkway, and I'm using that one stencil sporadically as the consistent design. And then I'm taking the rest of them and I'm putting them in where the first one is not. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. Anyway, so I'm going to put these in here. I'm gonna put these on the stones. Well, that just about does it for me. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a beautiful day.